Well, hello, sports fans. This is actually being recorded just as Crow is probably finishing up his Week 2 seed. I am going to be pre-recording my Week 3 run ahead of time. I won't be releasing it until the day of, so it'll be about a week from now whenever you guys finally see it. The reason is because I'm going to be going on vacation, and I'm going to be gone for a week, and I definitely will not be able to stream because we leave early Saturday morning for we're going to Disney, so I'm leaving my wife high and dry the day before we go. Doesn't seem wise. So, I won't be able to stream, and I won't be able to stream all that week because I'll be away. The magical place on Earth. I think that's how it works. Anyway, because of that, I wanted to make sure that I at least had a recording done, since I've been doing pretty good with the recording so far and seeing how things are. So, and also the headphones are starting to wear on my head, and I'm tired of them, so I'm wearing a hat and just keeping the microphone up. Can't hear the sound. Hope everything sounds okay, but I do know that my microphone is working and things are recording correctly. So we're going to run along. There won't be any chat. It'll just be me playing. This is Week 3. Week 3 is Ninjas Throwing Sharp Objects, is what I've titled it. The idea is as always, Golbez percent and Zero Mus are 5 points apiece. And bonus points are awarded for killing bosses with the Dart command. There are 7 edges in this seed. That's a lot of edges, but that's entirely the point. You may be able to get some points, you may be able to get all points. I have most of the bosses listed. I mean, we're not talking like there are some enemies that are flagged as bosses when really they're just groups of simple enemies, like at the Fabul fight. There's nothing at the Fabul fight that you can do for points because they're all pretty much just simple battles. We're talking Mist Dragon, Octomam, Antlion, Mom Bomb, Luge, like those guys, like the big bosses, the ones that we actually consider to be bosses. There's a couple cool ones in here. King and Queen Eblin are some of the options. All of the summoned monsters are options. Each monster kill counts as a half point. I didn't want to go crazy because this could just blow up the point scores for 1 week and nobody be able to catch up. But there is the potential for up to 15 bonus points if every single boss monster can be killed. Or actually, I guess something like 29 out of the 30 can be killed. That's not likely because there's only 7 edges. It would have to be a really lucky roll to have them all in the correct spots. However, it's possible. I'm thinking that a good 6 or 7 should be doable. Maybe a little bit more if we get lucky. But we're going to see how it goes, and this is my first time looking at it. I was trying to do something different for points, something out of the ordinary. This will be the last week of some of the simpler challenges, actually, and things are going to get a little more difficult from here on out because we're going to head in Week 4 into the second half of the league. And I want to let people know that it's going to pick up the pace quite a bit after this. So this is the last of kind of the gimmicky, and then things start to pick up. What do we got? Again, because I'm recording, I will be using the speed ups just to make sure that I have enough time to get these done. Oh, right, we've got a diesel as our vanilla. So let me mark that. Diesel equals diesel. This is not hard mode. This is a normal mode seed with most of the benefits turned on. I don't think there's any non-benefits. Okay, we have an edge. Now, part of the problem with Dart is that not a lot of early game weaponry can be used. So the odds of Edge being able to use Dart this soon are pretty slim. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that we could get access to. Ice Claws need. Claws could be very important in this. Right? In this. Okay, Sid is also an Edge. There's 2 of the at least 7. Oh, we've got a Peaceful in our final party. I never feel bad whenever there's a Paladin Cecil there because he's he's the main character. He's just like he's such a tank. Also, this is the first week that Golbez is shuffled into Season 2. So Golbez can be in my party. He is eligible. Will we see him? Who knows? Okay, let's go take a look around town. Actually, let's see what he has. Probably a claw if I know. Short sword. Believe it or not, I think he can throw that, so this might be the first opportunity we get. The question is, do I want to? And with this many ninjas, I'm going to guess that I probably do. There's probably going to be lots of ninja equipment floating around here. I'm actually going to go down and check some of this other stuff here. Again, this is not a timed challenge, so there's no real incentive for going hyper fast other than for the sake of people actually watching. Should anybody want to watch. I always like checking this back area. I didn't even know that most of this was accessible until much, much later in my life. Alright. That was a good early pickup. Yeah, I like that. Might as well load him up with ability here. He cannot equip iron. I wasn't sure if he could equip iron or not. I know he cannot throw the... I know he can't throw Cecil's equipment, or Diesel's equipment specifically. I know if we get a cane in this... Well, actually, because Edge is mixed in, pretty much all weaponry is fair game. That can be thrown. So even if we don't have a cane, even if we don't have a pistol, those weapons can show up because Edge can throw them. Oh, yeah, I guess I should be running whenever I'm speeding up time, so. Although I shouldn't really be speeding up time right there. I've kind of adopted a new policy that I only like to speed up time during cutscenes. Apparently shortened cutscenes were not fast enough for me. The key is going to be getting the kill with the short sword. All right. Now, because it's not timed, this gives me a little bit of time to do some quick research. So what do we got here? We've got Mist Dragon, and I need to stop. Background input, because it's driving me nuts. I think he's got 465, yeah, 465 hit points. Okay. So once I get around 300, I'm guessing it's probably a good time to throw that short sword. Probably won't take that long. Wow. I'm a little worried here. I might be testing my luck. Let's see. I'll be honest, I really don't know how much this is going to do. I hope it kills him. Definitely killed him. Okay, that's a half point. The idea is that I am going to round up the amount that is done. So, for example, if it's always worth it to at least kill one. It's always worth it to at least kill one because you should always have one. Okay, cool. We can do the mist clip and see what we can get. There's Probably not that much that I'm going to be able to afford, but I can at least get a good idea and maybe pick up some fun stuff and missed ahead of time. Every once in a while you get a really cool item that kind of blows up the time. I hope that doesn't mess up my clip. It messed up my clip. I am going to start... I'm going to do save states here just because I hate doing the misclip more than once. It already cost me a tenth, so I might as well take that as my payment for doing it. Whoops. Alright, second try. Yeah, the good old Batman second try, I guess is one way to put it. First try. Alright, here we go. Let's go see what's hanging around town. How you doing? Edgar. So that means that Edge is Edward. Ooh, we got some throw items out of nowhere. And an ancient sword. And a silver sword. Wow, that is some interesting stuff. I wonder if I can throw an ancient sword. I don't even know if I could throw an ancient sword. Look at this silver helmet. Jeez. It's like Christmas. That silver sword will sell for a lot, too. Let's go see what the weapon shop has. I might be doing a trade. Because I already know I have a Paladin Cecil in my party, so, I mean... could be worth it to get some stuff ahead of time. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get up to 40... or 14,000 at this point in the game. I'll keep that. It's not likely for me to get 2 diesels. But I'll keep it around just in case. Although I could... Actually, I'm not that far off of being able to afford it. I'm going to keep the stuff around, though. This is some really nice equipment early. I mean, that shuriken should pretty much guarantee... Ooh. Nah, he's got an ancient armor. I'll be fine. Or an ancient sword now. I'll be fine. Okay. Let's get that. Oh, we've got another edge in our final party. That opens up Octomam. That opens up... Let's see, that opens up Octomam for the kill. That opens up Antlion, Mom Bomb. And starting a Golbez the rest of the game. So, this is kind of what I expected to happen. There might be a couple, but I didn't expect to be able to kill the Mist Dragon. The Mist Dragon was the wild card for me. Because it's not always guaranteed that you're going to get a short sword at the opening. At least it wasn't for me. I mean, I think I started out with claws in one of the games. Which, putting it bluntly, is not the best. Okay, so we've got 2 edges in our final 5. Shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be speeding up. That's a cutscene, so I have no problem doing that. Goodbye. Alright, what else can we get ourselves into trouble to? Another edge. I don't think it's Edward. I think it is Edge that I have. Okay, we have tents in here, which I am happy to see, along with some life potions, just in case. I'll grab, like, 3 of those. And a tent along the way. I like to have a tent after Octomam. Just, things go a little faster for me there whenever I have that, so come on. Oh no, Peasel's got sand fever. Desert fever. He needs a sand rupee. I'm going to be checking the weapon shops a little more frequently, just in case. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to get some of these elemental claws early. It's because of the potential of elementally charging my abilities. What I would love is to have had a tracker ready to go for this, so that way I could say which bosses I've nixed with the dart command. And I thought about pulling in Free Enterprise's tracker. The problem is that they track more bosses than this one technically looks at. Yep. There's a teledge. Re-enable background input so that way it doesn't quit out again on me. Another tent. Lots of tents. Let's go check some of these chests. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily need them, but I kind of want to see them. Let me see. Can I throw silver swords? No. Okay. So having one more would help. And what did you come with? You interesting person. Ice Claw. Okay, that's not really going to help me, but we'll do a Fire Claw also. What did you come with? Thunderclaw. I'll take that. You, my friend, will go over here. And you will just do a lot of frosty damage. To make things a little challenging on myself, nah, I'm not even going to say that. I might really want to if I get close, because I do a lot of safety saving. Alright. That was not the best. 1 defense. There might be some stat bonus to that, but I doubt it. Wow, that was a long time with no encounters. Let me see if Edge actually knows any magic spells. Nope. I'm sorry, Edga. One boomerang is going to open up the world for these edges, though. Alright, we're guaranteed a minimum of 7 edges and a maximum of 13. So obviously we know we're not going to get 13 edges because we've got Diesel and Paladin Cecil floating around here. But there is still the potential for 8 more edges to appear. If I include Golbez as an edge. Which I can because he is included into the shuffle mix. In fact, at this rate, if I already at the point where I can say this? If Palom and Porum, or Palom or Porum, are an edge, I think the entire game is technically opened up. Because Tella's an edge, so I'll have it all through Zot up to Golbez, and then I get Rydia back. And I've got Rydia through this. Technically, the whole game is opened up. Depending on whether or not you can actually get some equipment to do it with. But for the sake of points, I am willing to throw my Ancient Sword if it is in fact throwable, and that is something I should probably test now, just to see. We'll do that for one round. We'll go around and check this on the off chance that some of these contain something I can throw. Ancient Sword is throwable. That is very good to know. Since I've already got this team up, I could stand to give Edgy, my Rydia replacement, a little extra power. Yeah, let's just do this. Way faster. Pew, pew, pew. Another Darkness Sword, okay. Don't really need that. Unless I get a diesel somewhere, which I could. I could. It's very possible. There's no characters that are excluded from this generation, so all characters are fair game. There's just a minimum of 7 edges. And for the early game and just clearing out and gaining early levels for some of these people, 2 Dark Knight Cecils are not the worst thing. I mean, they could 2 Darknesses will take out quite a number of enemy parties. Just random encounter parties. I can think of probably about a dozen other teams I would rather have, but it could be worse. That's what I'm getting at. What do I have? I think I already have a silver helmet attached, so I don't think I need anything here. Did I get any different shield? No? Okay. Beating a dead horse at this point. You know what? I'm going to upload this in 3 parts. Be right back. I want to put something up.